Hi, Sarah here with Infinitude Hair Extensions. Going to show you how to install the famous Fusion U-tip extension to your client's head. Before you start putting in any extension, you want to make sure that the client's hair has been washed and dried completely, and that you do not use any conditioner on the head, as that will cause the extension to slip. So you're going to make sure that you have a proper line where you can start, and you're going to grab your section to start with the Fusion. Okay, what you're going to want to do is you're going to make sure you want it to be almost in the shape of a square. Okay, and what I say to that is when you look at it, see how I have a perfect little line here, you want to make sure it's like that on all sections and on top. There's a hair here I'm going to remove. Just having one or two hairs in your square that are not supposed to be there can cause discomfort to the client once it starts to grow out. So you just want to make sure you have just the right amount of hair to put in the square. Next, you're going to apply a heat shield to the client's head to protect their scalp from the heat of the Fusion gun. Just going to place it in just like that, ever so, right against the scalp. Take a clip, just clip that in there, and it already holds there your section of where you're going to apply the Fusion extension. Next, you're going to take your Fusion U-tip extension, as you can see U-tip because it looks just like a U, okay, with the keratin. And this is where you have to have some quick fingers to heat this up and start to roll. So you're going to grab the hair that has been selected, okay, and take your heat gun. We have ours is heated up to 217 degrees, so make sure you are careful because this does get quite hot. Okay, there are different techniques on how to do it. My technique is I like to come in, hold it on there for just a few seconds just to heat it up. Grab the hair, place the hair in the U, and I'm holding it up with gravity to make sure it doesn't slip. I'm going to tap, hold that on there. As you hold it on there, you'll see that the Fusion starts to fray a bit. And that's where you're going to come in and you're going to roll. You're going to pinch and you're going to roll, pinch, roll, pinch, roll, pinch, roll, pinch, roll. Okay, all the way up. Just like that. Okay? You're going to have to make sure, and you're going to have to go back with your Fusion gun, go back in, tap it, reheat it, keep applying that. There you go. That strength to it. Okay, it's very important that you continuously roll. And you pinch the top, at the very top here. If you have an opening left there, water and product can go down that tube and cause it to open and slip out, which you don't want. Then I like to go back over, just a little bit of heat, just to make sure everything's there. And you're good to go with your first Fusion U-tip extension. Now I'm going to show you how to remove the Fusion hair extension from the head. It's very, very important that you are using the right remover when taking out extensions, okay? So we have the Infinitude Fusion Bond Remover, okay? So what you're going to do, very simple, you're going to grab the bond and you're going to apply as much as you can, the more the better. Okay, you're gonna just gloop that on. It's almost like a gel consistency. Okay, just get that all in there. Okay, soak it, get it soaked. Once that's soaked, move to the next, move to the next, move to the next, and then come back to the first one that you were working on. That gives the other ones time. Then you're gonna come in with your Fusion pliers, okay, and you're gonna just start to crunch. Hold it and crunch. Crunch, 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 just like that, ever so slightly. I like to give a couple crunches and then I like to come back in and put a little bit more product on so it gets in between the cracks. So it helps. Okay, just like that. Come back in, Start to crunch again. Okay, make sure you're using your strong wrists that day to be able to remove this, just like that. You just keep crunching, crunching, crunching. If you feel like you need to add, as you can see, it's starting to break up. Add just a little bit more. Like I said, add as much as you feel you need, because you do not want to cause your client any discomfort. And that's just breaking up like that. Okay, let's see if that comes. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more. And there we go, and then it just slips right out. Now, as you see, there's some residue left over. That's where you're gonna come back in with your tooth comb, okay? And you're just going to very lightly brush out that extra residue out of their hair. Get out as much as you can, and whatever is remaining, you're gonna go back in after you've removed all of the fusion with a clarifying shampoo, just to remove any extra residue in the hair that might be sitting there.